shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning, put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning, pull out the plug and wet 'em all over. Pull out the plug and wet 'em all over. Pull out the plug and wet 'em all over. Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning, put him in the bilge and make him drink it. Put him in the bilge and make him drink it. Put him in the bilge and make him drink it. Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning, shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning, heave him out of the lake with a running bowline. Heave him out of the lake with a running bowline. Heave him out of the lake with a running bowline. Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning, keel haul him until he's sober. Keel haul him until he's sober. Keel haul him until he's sober. Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises.
Hey, so we're back again. This has been a productive session, although, when I look back at, what I did, it doesn't feel as productive as I might like. But I did get a lot of stuff done. This piece, of course, I think this is the wind gauge and the vortex gauge. Like how that came out. And then there's this guy, Scary. He is kind of a mix of colors there. The green portions are sort of a layer of both the Thraka green and Devlin mud colors, sort of back and forth, little green, little brown, little green, little brown, in order to give it, a good green, but a sort of brown green like you might find in a kelp. Yeah, kind of like how he turned out. And then this weird thing. Come on, focus. There we go. He's kind of disgusting. He's sort of like this corpsey sea monster. Let's bring it back a little. There we go. And then, of course, these guys, the treasure counters. One last little flourish that I did was the, well, let's see if we can light here. I know. I'll move the camera. How about that? The glowy green part in the cup. So there's no actual recess there, so trying to make that look like a cup was a little tough, but I found one picture, I think in the rule book, that showed the cups painted this way, and I thought that looked really pretty cool, so I went with that. As long as I got this thing mobile. Then, of course, the ruler. I think I have a little touch-up left to do here, but for the most part, this is pretty straightforward. I airbrushed the whole thing with ivory color, Games Workshop's ivory color. What do they call that? Bleach bone, that's the one. Then I did a wash of, I believe it is vomit brown, and then built that back up with the with bleach bone again. and then threw some black into the number recesses and used brass balls from P3 for the numbers. But I think that needs a little bit more. Needs a little bit more paint, just a little bit, to bring it back up. You'll notice that in the connection points, I left that as bare plastic as I could, so that the ruler could go together smoothly and come back apart, which it can. I had heard reports that the posts would sometimes break, and I could totally see how that might be, especially if you know, if you got paint on there and the thing was really tight and you're sort of forcing it in order to move it around. I could see how those would break. But as is, with no paint on the posts or on the corresponding holes, you should not have a problem with that. What else do we have? The Rusty Dwarven Wreck piece. I think that turned out pretty nice. I used, for the most part, the recipe that they give in the White Dwarf. One difference is, or two differences actually, I used a Devlin Mud wash over their rust color. I think it really ties the colors together nicely and brings it down a bit. The orange rust color can be a little bright. And then rather than use mithril silver as the sort of scraped metal look, I used bolt gun metal because it's darker. I didn't really want the metal colors to pop like the mithril silver would. So yeah, so there's that. I started getting the little cogs ready to go, and then I realized that since they are going to be sort of corresponding to particular ships, that I would actually paint them fully as I finished the ships, because then I could use the colors of the ships, at least for the sails or the hulls or whatever made the most sense. So yeah, so there's that. I kind of felt like I wanted to get more done, but in the end, I think I got everything done that I wanted to get done in terms of the pieces. So what I have left for next week, or actually during the rest of this week, I have the carcass of the giant turtle. It's the last of the terrain pieces, and so I'm going to try and do that during the week in the evenings. And then Thursday, which is my next full painting day, I'm actually going to get started on the ships. So there we are. And I will talk to you all later.